Debbie Romero is your host today on Transcend with Debbie and can be found on all platforms. She's a renowned international evidential psychic medium, Reiki master, Munike certified, and empowerment teacher who is holding space to bring awareness with other like-minded souls as we raise the vibration collectively for humanity with awareness, inspiration, love, compassion, and healing. Now your host, Debbie Romero.
Wow, what a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly Brickle, for setting this up in honor of spirit and community. Today, we have the honor to have a beautiful guest, Colin Walker, across the pond, who's going to be joining me today. For those that are here, we are on Derek Akora's page, so don't forget to send the stars. Also, shout out to all of those who are taking their time to be here in honor of spirit and community. We are on Themes Network, and we are on Transcend with Debbie. And of course, our new network, Sacred Spiral. Give my girl Kelly Brickle a follow, because that's what's up. Let's bring in my guest, Mr. Colin Walker. Miss Kelly Brickle, let's bring Mr. Colin Walker in. Let's go. Let's get some readings going. Thank you so much. Oh, my friend Colin Walker. Hi.
Hi, Debbie. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I've been with you all morning. It's just been an awesome blessing to be in your presence and for you to be the first guest on Sacred Spiral. Like, wow, how cool is this, right?
I'm so honored and humbled. Yeah. It's amazing. Thank you so much to yourself and Kelly. Thank you.
No, thank you. You've had a huge impact in my journey. Being able to be in your groups and being able to watch you flow and hold space for spirit. If you don't mind just sharing with the audience who you are and what you do for community and spirit.
Well, yeah, of course. My name's Colin. I don't go by any other title. As such, I have an aversion to titles. We hold what's called Minorca Consciousness Group, and in the group, it's all about the light of spirit, training, developing the mind in attuning and attunements to the light. If you like, the light of the cosmos, really. But we do development courses, awareness courses, trance, etc. We do workshops, seminars, and it's all surrounding consciousness and awareness and being able to expand, helping people to expand their awareness of spirituality and spiritual matters. So, and it's amazing. We have some absolutely beautiful, beautiful minds. There's quite a gentleness and loving environment at all times. And we do open circles, which are open to everybody. But and Minorca Consciousness Group is open to everybody. So everybody's welcome.
Right. You do such a beautiful job in holding space for all of us to come together. And it's not just one day. There is something constantly going on. I mean, you have tarot teachings, you have sound healing, you have discussions. I mean, it's just a beautiful sacred space that you've created. And I just want to say one thank you for being a true light and ambassador for spirit.
Well, thank you, Debbie. Obviously, as always, it's spiritually inspired. We can't do it without our spiritual guides. That's the most important thing.
Right. Let's open that up. We talk about the channel. Many of us here are open channels. Many of us are wanting to understand how spirit connects with us or how we are connecting to the frequency and energy within self and others. How would you describe a channel to someone who's trying to learn?
Well, we're all channels. Every human soul is a channel. Every soul is a channel or vessel. The conditions of this earth plane are what blocks a mind. We can refer to planes of existence when we're viewing a channel. We've got to look at the concept of energy, wavelengths, frequencies, and vibrations at all times during our spiritual path, if you like, or development. So when we view energy in the form of this earthly matter, particles, atoms moving around, they have an influence upon us while the soul is inhabited or incarnated into this physical form, what we call a physical body. So the key is to expand our awareness, and in effect, what we're doing is expanding our psyche. And in that process, we move our mind from a third dimensional reality and understanding of that reality to a fourth and fifth and sixth and so on dimensional understanding. The key to a channel more than anything is to be empty. It's to be as empty as possible, i.e. moving our thoughts, either dissolving our thoughts or moving our thoughts to one side. And that just means training the mind to be able to do it. It's more beneficial if one can dissolve their thoughts completely, so we become that totally empty vessel. Because on this wonderful path, what we're seeing at the moment, we know unquestionably that we're encountering an evolutionary shift, and this itself is what's bringing this change about, and this ascension, this spiritual ascension or expansion of awareness or expansion of consciousness. We're part of it globally, humanity as a whole. Nobody will be left out of this change. So in effect, what we need to do is empty our minds, and then those spiritual guides, those wonderful beings of light, celestial beings, cosmic beings, whatever whatever the individual may refer to them as, they're all beings of light, souls, what we can say are discarnate, external to this world. So the more we clear our vessel or our channel by undergoing the process of releasing some of the conditions within our consciousness, with what we carry within, and we do see now at this moment in time, there is a phenomenal amount of, we'll say, healing taking place. But that's kind of healing's a different subject to discuss altogether, to be honest. What we do see is people going inside to try to clear any issues or blocks, what may be, hindering or be obstacles against themselves being a clear channel. So,
right. I've had the beauty to sit in one of your letting go retreats, not once, but twice. And many times people wonder how we do receive our messages and how we are working with spirit and the energy and the frequency. And that letting go process is really, it really takes you into the depths of oneself. And I love what you say, don't judge what comes up, just let it dissolve. And you're working through the mind in the third eye, and you're going to the minds of the subconscious and conscious, and you're really, really expanding it and taking us into a whole nother, obviously different plane where we're just all holding space in that manner. And it's a beautiful process. It really is. So I feel like if you are all in this place and you're all wanting to do this work, anybody can do this. It's sitting with themselves, right? Giving them that opportunity to breathe in that white light, to dissolve and make an intent to dissolve the darker atoms and the molecules. And, we never really think about it that way. If you really think about it, no one really pauses to think about, oh, how do I do, what is it that's in my way? What is in my layers? What is within my auric field? What is speaking to me today? I find that there's beauty when the deeper wound comes to the surface. And I say beauty because that means it's no longer inside you. And it's dissolving and it's coming to the surface. And so this is a healing process also. So it's not just that we're becoming this clear channel. We're also taking time to go within, to look at the aspects of our own journey and self, of what we've experienced, right?
That's true.
And so, and if you never really looked at it like that, but it really, you are looking at yourself and you're looking at all the energy that's around you, that exactly what you said. It's a goal to be clear and to release what's in our energy field that blocks or hinders our minds. So it starts with the thoughts. So this is where we bring awareness to our thoughts.
Yeah.
Boy, right?
We can describe it. We can describe the mind or our awareness. It's awareness. After studying it for so long, I think most people will draw the conclusion that what we're talking about is awareness itself. It may be called the psyche, the mind, consciousness. But ultimately, I believe it's, well, at this stage of evolution, it's awareness. And if we imagine awareness like a clear sky, and our thoughts are like clouds, what enter our perception of that sky. And what we need to do is allow those thoughts to pass by, like all clouds pass by in the sky. So when our thoughts, if we say that our thoughts are like the clouds, what we have to do, or what's beneficial, is allow them thoughts to pass by and not grasp hold of them. A lot of our obstacles are created as a result of our grasping our thoughts, born out of desire, insecurity, etc. So when we merely observe the thoughts, and if we believe a thought may be meaningful, then we can put it into action. We've got almost like a three-way system: thought, feeling, and action. And for many years, we've been in the realm of thoughts, thinking about things, which is intellectualizing spiritual teachings. And now we're seeing that transition, that flow of energy through the channel is moving more to the feelings. I've had the thought, now I'm feeling this. And now we're at the most important stage. We're applying those beautiful, pure thoughts in a meaningful form of action by putting them into action. And that's really important, because what we've previously done is we've gathered lots of thoughts. So in a way, we've made that clear sky, that clear, beautiful blue sky in our awareness, very cloudy. So the thing we're chasing is clarity of awareness. We're after the clear light of understanding. And by dissolving our thoughts, so part of the process we can do is by enter within our own mind or our own awareness and view those thoughts, let them come to the surface and just let them pass by. Or if there's some we feel we need to deal with, then we can face them. And as we're facing them, the clear light of our awareness starts dissolving those thoughts, what we've held on to. And this is a very simple but beneficial process for all of us. So in effect, that is part of the letting go process. Obviously, like you said, we do the letting go letting go process as a retreat sometimes, because it's more beneficial to spend 2 or 3 days studying, analyzing it, and taking the time out to really dive in deep with it. I might add, if I may, I would say to most people or any person, what's on the spiritual path, if we call it a path, there isn't a path. We just are. Ultimately, we're just empty beings of awareness that in any given moment we may perceive a thought and act upon it in a beautiful, meaningful way. But for those what wish to kind of deepen their awareness and deepen their connection to themselves and to the spirit planes and to other planes, multidimensional planes, entering into the third eye, or the color purple, this vortex, this wonderful vortex of energy, taking the awareness into there, can unquestionably allow a mind to connect very strongly with the spirit planes and their spiritual gifts. So there's so much surrounding it.
Right. What a beautiful gift, Colin, to look at it in your perception, right? The way you just broke that down. And this is part of the healing work, so when we are in this field and we are doing this work, we are feeling into ourselves and our journey within, and then we're connecting to that frequency and vibration of spirit. And, when you go into that third eye has many stories that it holds. It's like the eyes. I was talking to a friend and I was interviewing her the other day, and she was like, our eyes have seen so much and our ears have heard so much. It's what are we feeding our soul? Yeah. And so when we make that subtle shift to the aha moment where we want to make the action different, react differently, perception, change it, how we see it, how we feel into it, there's growth and all of that when you're reviewing and you're taking the step within to go, and make that deeper connection, because we all want the clarity.
Of
We all
course.
want, right? And it's so important. Thank you for sharing that with us today and sharing that with all our group here, because for anybody that's in this work and they want to be that clear channel and they want to be able to connect to the different planes, really take the time to go within, pause, dissolve the darker atoms and molecules within the mind, the third eye, work with that color purple, and allow yourself, set the intent to welcome that connection. And it takes time, because we all have different layers, different stories. We're all holding on to different memories. And as Colin said, let the cloud pass by. Let that purple come in. That violet flame I want to bring in. So thank you for talking a little bit about that with us today. I think it's important. It's a really beautiful way to open up. We have so many beautiful souls. I don't know if you can see all the hellos, but I knew Wendy was in here. Jennifer was in here. Can you want to say some hellos, Mr. Colin? If you can see, there's Trish. Hey, Trish.
I've just clicked on it and now I'm seeing her. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Wonderful.
Does anybody have questions for Colin in reference to what we just discussed? And of course, we're going to do some readings next. So don't be shy, y'all. Don't be shy. Hey, shout out to Mike Egan, who's out there with his mama, sending you some love and healing to you and your mom.
Hello, Mike.
Oh,
Hi, Mike.
look at
Hey,
El
Sandra.
Marie.
And Laura.
So is there any questions that anybody may have for us? I'd love to be able to do what you do, to give people comfort knowing the loved ones are close. Oh, Wendy. You do, Wendy. You are such a beautiful, Wendy. Is this our Wendy? Is this a different? Well, Wendy, all you got to do is just be you, right, Colin? Like, really just be you.
Yeah, but just on this note, Wendy, everybody is psychic. The psyche is the mind, it's the soul. And you've obviously got a mind. So therefore, anybody what's psyche is a psychic, i.e. could communicate with the spirit world. All of us, all of humanity can be. It's not this. Nobody has a monopoly on spirit, and there's no competition in spirit. Everybody has this wonderful, beautiful ability. I like. So just go for it, Wendy. Just get in the right. I would say find the right group to develop it, the right person to develop with, one what's going to encourage you. And encourage who you are and your abilities, and bring them to the surface, because your spiritual guides will harmonize with them. Our spiritual guides know exactly who we are, but way more than what we do, actually. So they know our character and our nature and our personality, and they will draw them beautiful aspects of them to the surface to work with in giving messages. So just have the confidence. Don't just be gentle with yourself. Everybody should just be gentle with themselves on this journey and feel the joy of their soul. Let the joy of your soul come to the surface in every moment of your existence. Every day, just feel the joy of your soul. Don't beat yourself up. Don't think you know God. All them things. Just don't even entertain those thoughts. Let them all dissolve. So I was just looking at, if I may, just quickly, Laura Grant. I've just seen a message. I've been working on inner healing. It's very emotional. It is, Laura. It's release, and we know it's a beautiful release. I would say keep going, but have some breaks and smile and celebrate how far you've got so far. That's what I would say on that one. So, because we've got to feel the joy. It's not all about suffering and clearing all the time. All this is like, no. We've got to feel the joy of this existence. We are beings of light, and it's so important. That's the number one aspect. Let your light emanate, and trust yourself. Trust in who you are. So,
I love that you say that. That's so true. For us, we do focus so much on the letting go process, but that we forget to feed ourselves the goodness, the sweetness, the fun, the love, the joy. And I think that comes with the grief. We forget how to have fun because we've experienced so much deep grief. And so it's like taking baby steps to learn to laugh again and to celebrate life again. It can be a journey, but it's so much bravery in taking the steps to do new things. And so sending you so much love and support. And I think as Colin said, well, I know, as Colin said, we are all psychic. We all have our senses and we all can feel. And so really just being you, and spirit chooses you and they work with you, your voice, the way you are going to say something is going to be received because it's coming from you. That person needs your message, whether it's a hello or I love you and thank you and just the kind upliftment words. That's how gentle you could be. Great job, Colin. I love that. So, Colin, are you up? Are you ready for some readings?
Yeah, I'm watching Faith. Is it Faith?
Let's go.
Yeah. Hello, I've had a hard time seeing signs. How do I know my... Oops, it's just gone off. How do I know my father is around? I can take this, or do you want to take it, Debbie?
No, go ahead, Colin.
Well, what was the name? I'm sorry, I've lost the name. What was the name? Let me see if I can find it. It was called.
I think you said Faith. Faith was wondering, how do we know if our father was around? So it was Faith.
Right. So you'll know him by... I'm seeing a gentleman in a hat, possibly a cap, Faith. But you will know when he's around because you get heart palpitations. This is when he moves in behind you, moves in. His light is walking in front of him. Because a soul, as we call a discounted soul, spirit, their light emanates in front of them. So when you feel those heart palpitations, just slightly like your heart flutters and you wonder where it's coming from, this is your dad's light moving in from behind you. It comes in behind you, okay? And he's watching over you, especially at this moment in time, because it's needed. He's not telling me why, but he's saying he's watching over you and he's close with you. You will go in that direction you wish. You might have a few more obstacles. It's okay. Don't worry about the obstacles. He's very determined to get you where you're meant to be. So take his love.
Take his love, Faith. That's beautiful, Colin, how you just brought that in so quickly. Oh, you're so amazing. So let's go. I love this, how spirit just works, right? So let's see who's here, who's open. What do you mean everyone is psychic? Ooh, everyone's coming hot with the questions. Do you want to go ahead and explain that, Colin?
Well, that's a good question. Right, okay, what do we mean when everybody is psychic? Psychic is these are going to be good spiritual teachings, Helen. Okay. So psychic stems from psyche. Okay, and the psyche, if you go to a dictionary, psyche represents the mind, and therefore it represents awareness. So by extension, it means we are psychic. It means we are aware, beings of awareness. Okay. Now, when we dive a little bit deeper into psychic, what does it mean by being psychic? It means that we are sensitive to energies, wavelengths, frequencies, and vibrations. And we can say, without going too far into this, what we can say is we are sentient beings. And if you look at that word sentient, it means we sense. That sentient represents all the senses, clairsentience, clairaudience, etc. So that's a natural aspect of our own inherent ability as a soul. Okay, and that's who we are. We're just sentient beings, which means we sense, i.e., we're psychic. We have a psychic faculty which can read and interpret information, vibrations, wavelengths, etc. When we extend that ability of psychic awareness, then we can develop to a point where we can communicate. Awareness then can become attuned with more subtle vibrations, which is where the light of the spirit planes are. And there's a difference between a psychic reading and a reading from a discounted soul. They are different. It's like when you pick a crystal up, you can feel the vibrations. That's what we call psychometry. If we sense the energies in a room or an atmosphere, we're picking up the psychic energies in that room. If we sense a spiritual being and we can communicate with them, then we're developing our sense of spiritual mediumship, so to speak. So I've tried to wrap that up real fast for you. Don't know if I succeeded. I hope that helps you, Helen. But that
was beautiful. Yeah, that was a beautiful breakdown of that. Oh my gosh, you have me in a trance listening to you, like woo.
Shall we fire away? Shall we just
fire away? Go ahead. You go where you're guided, and I will follow your lead.
Right, wonderful. So I'm going to stick with Helen because Helen's asked a question. Okay, so I'm aware, Helen, that you've had lots of different psychic experiences. Okay, and there's been a bit of confusion as to which is which. Okay, but don't get concerned about the confusion. What's happening is your awareness is just trying to work everything out to put it in order, because you like things to be in order. You don't like chaos. Okay, so step into a nice space. Just breathe, enter the stillness within, and your spiritual guides will show you and guide you in the right. It'll be like a compass. It'll guide you in the right direction. And when I say compass, there's somebody going back in your life in generations, what was connected to the sea, Navy conditions. You'll be able to find this out, who that is. So it's a gentleman. He's helping you, because our family guide us as well. So we have all different types of guides. But just go into that stillness, and it will all start coming to you. So, anybody else?
Beautiful job. Yeah, that was beautiful. I definitely feel a gentleman around her. I feel like a father figure that comes through. Either he smoked something here with his heart condition. I do feel like he's someone that's very busy. And so it's like, if he's busy, he's like, girl, let's get busy. Let's get you to work. Like, he's ready to put you to work. So I feel like be open to that. Be open to that energy. That little subtle shift is what I feel. I do feel feathers are very significant to this gentleman as well. I did see when Colin was speaking to you, the white light of like almost like an angelic being coming behind you is what I felt into, Helen, if this would make sense. The yeses and the nos. I know comments are very quickly, but I just got to say, girl, you got this. Like, keep going, believe in yourself, and there's a lot of love. I know it's when we say there's love, I mean, that's really, I love you. So there's this love that I want to say to you. I do know that there's healing around the heart as they're acknowledging this as well. So they're taking me to your chest and your heart. And I just feel like from Spirit's hand, from my hand to yours, I give you a heart, which is also most likely symbolic for you. And so, yes, that's true. I leave you so kindly with his love. And I just so thank you for letting Colin and I to hold space for you just for this brief moment. And so, Colin,
thank you, Ellen.
Thank you.
Keep going, Ellen. And I'd like to come to Ruth if I may, because I'm sensing I've got somebody here with Ruth Townsend, and somebody's smiling and laughing, saying, "Tell her to put the books down. Tell her to put the books down." So I don't know whether you read well. You must be reading them or picking some books up, Ruth. You're aware of spirit. I've got a gentleman here who you saw. We can say you saw off to the spirit world. Okay, I'm connecting with a name Tony, not that gentleman possibly, but somebody around you. But it's the books. You already have spiritual knowledge. You have got a connection with your guides as well, Ruth. Okay, that's being strengthened as you go forward. And they've just pulled me back. These are going to be short messages. I know they are. So just enjoy it all, Ruth, and it's lovely to have you with us.
Wow, I love that. When you say book, Colin, I was like feeling into the Akashic records, the knowledge, like the wisdom, going back to, Egypt and the times and symbols and Reiki. And so all these energies and symbolic symbols that come through for you, I definitely can feel into that, Colin, when you were tapping into those books. So this girl just like sits back and relaxes and feels, and she loves reading her books. Look at that. So, when you say put the books down, you have all this knowledge. Now feel into the energy. So I feel like go into that air, go into that breeze, into that ocean, use the frequency of what's around you and feel into that, and let the nature be your guide. You've learned the books. Now step into it and feel the energy, the frequency, and see how spirit is working with you, with the energies around you. And so I'll leave you with that. Great job of bringing her forward, Mr. Colin. Let's go. Let's see where we go next.
Trish Cork. We're going to go to Trish Cork. I feel like I'm on a conveyor belt tonight. Right, Trish Cork. Now then, I nearly forgot what I was going to say. Hi, Trish. Lovely to see you. Now then, I've lost what I was going to say. I've lost the trail. It came that fast. Sorry, I'll grab it. Don't worry. Now then, again, you're very much aware of spirit, okay? But they're saying you're very stubborn, Trish. You've dug your heels in over something, and somebody's laughing and saying, "Tell her to take her heels out the ground, out the soil." Okay, in a beautiful way, in a nice way. That's it. That's okay. So I've got a guide coming around you, Trish. Okay, and there's quite a strong connection. You've been asking about your guide recently because it's showing me a conversation has been watching over you. Okay, so he's been listening to a conversation you've had with possibly a friend of yours, female friend, talking about guides. okay? And I'm not sure who my guide is. I'd like to know who my guide is, okay? Well, he's obviously gonna try and influence you a bit more. If you just calm your mind down a little bit, okay? Just take time to yourself, because you're filling the day in with so much stuff, Trish, and they're going, some of it, just with respect, I'm gonna say it is, some of it, I don't like saying that, I'll blame spirit. Not all of the things in your day are meaningful, Trish, okay? So do a bit of a declutter, Trish, because you're feeling a little bit heavy and burdensome sometimes, a little bit at the minute, but it comes and goes, okay? If you get rid of some of the clutter in your life, and it's not the right word, I'm really sorry, I don't want to use that word, but you would understand it in that form. You can take the name Barry, you can take the month of May around the 12th as well. And they're showing me a passing around Christmas time, okay? So there's a lot of love here. They are with you, they are guiding you, okay? And there's something you're chasing, and there's a goal you have to go in for. And somebody's just a lady, absolutely beautiful lady who you connect with, saying, you go for it, okay? Thanks, Trish. Take all their love.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah. I do feel your mother, a very motherly lady around her. So when she was coming in, she was just sitting there laughing. Whether, you know, if I were to be out, I'm very social with her. I definitely feel like with your mother, I feel like she had a cough at some point. Maybe she smoked. I feel like she's acknowledging maybe you here. And I just feel like, okay, let's change the habits. Let's change this. Let's move that, right? That's okay. You do what feels right for you, but she's really, really there by your side. If I had a cocktail in my hand, I would love a good party. I like to look good is the sense that she gives me. And so I know when I feel into this mother's essence, she has this laugh. I know I laugh, and I also feel like you also have the same laugh. I feel like dancing was something that was important for you, and I feel like it's been a minute that you either haven't gotten a chance to go out, but about 3 days ago or so, they make me feel like you just had this little feeling like, I'm ready to go out. I'm ready to have some fun. And so, girl, go enjoy yourself. Have some fun. Move that energy. When you're dancing, the energy moves. And so I say to you, Trish, have some fun, take care of you, and leaving you with your mom's love. Yes, your mom, baby. She was there right with you. She makes me feel like I put some perfume on. I love my perfume. I love my lipstick, and I want to wear some red lipstick. So she comes in very beautiful, gorgeous, just as you are. And she just shows me your little waist, and she shows me this black dress with sparkle shimmers. I mean, she is a force to be reckoned with. And so the changes that you're making, you've made an intent about 2 months ago to make some changes, whether it's with diet, feelings, all of this. And so they're like applauding you. Congratulations to you. I leave you with mom's love. Colin, what a beautiful way to bring her in. Thank you so much.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. I love her energy, Trish.
Yes.
So absolutely.
Yes.
Just quickly, just to confirm something with Laura Grant. Yes, the answer is yes, Laura. When you feel that energy on your right side, it is the same guide, the same person, okay? Because different guides will show themselves in different ways, often on different parts of our body. And so when one continuously comes in on one particular side, then it represents one specific person. So just wanted to put that in. And I'd just like to go to Leslie Rowan if she's still here. Hi, Leslie. Right then. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a journey, this one. I was hoping it was going to be quick, but you would understand where there was, I'm going to have to say this, there was a life-threatening situation previously at some point, they're not giving me the date, where either yourself or somebody else was lucky to survive it and get through it, okay? And spirit was around at the time, very much, very strong, and pull that person out. But now the life is different now, okay? And everything's not a bed of roses, but everything's full of life and joy, okay? Now, the big question, what you've got, Leslie, because for me, spirit always come to the present moment with people. We can give the past, we can give glimpses of the future, but what we need more than anything is what's going on presently with us. And that's where we are with you at the moment. Spirit saying, focus on the present, okay? We want you to focus on the present, Colin, with Leslie, okay? Right, they're very much aware of what is going on, and it's like a spinning wheel. You're not sure where to stop and which direction to go in, okay? They're going to help you stop. That spinning will stop. Just give it a bit longer, okay? Maybe a week or two, but it will stop. So try and not make any decision at the moment. Go on pause, go on neutral, okay? Because Spirit's waiting to put that information into your mind, that inspiration, and then you'll know which direction to go in. And those cards, what you've got, okay, sometimes use them, sometimes put them to one side, because you're developing quite a good connection with spirit, okay? Don't worry, your focus is a little bit on material, but so you've got this battle on the go. And between the spiritual and the material, which one? And it's like a tide, what's coming in, it's like slightly turbulent, okay? And they're just saying, just settle your mind, everything will be fine, okay? I know I'm speaking very fast, but they want you just to ease off a little bit, just slow down a little bit, slow down, and just be gentle with yourself, okay? Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you, Leslie. Love that. That girl, I get the sense she can manifest very quick. So your thoughts are so connected, girl. You whatever your heart desires, boom, you're there. Hello, Michelle Mafat. I see you. Beautiful. Thank you for saying hello as well. Great job, Mr. Colin. Thank you. Where are you going? Where are you going, Colin? I see you. Go ahead.
Right, I'm going to Zoe Coxell. Hi, Zoe. Zoe Coxell. Right. Now then, I've got to say this, Zoe. There's something about your name. They keep drawing me to your name. Okay. Okay. I've just spotted why. Okay. The name is specific for some reason. There's something significant about your name. I don't know whether you was named after somebody or somebody is named after you now. Okay. However, I want to say to you, you have seen spirit. There's been an occasion where you've seen spirit. They're telling me. Okay. But you doubted it, like most people do, and you was trying to convince yourself, okay, that it was real, but you had a lot of doubts. So can I say to you, from spirit, you did see spirit, okay? Now they're showing me a box, and they want you to open this box. It's a symbolic message, Zoe. They want you to open this box because all those gifts, those spiritual abilities and gifts, are waiting to come out to the fore. They're telling me you love your crystals as well, by the way. Okay. sorry for laughing. Just pick the crystals up, go on the healing path at the minute, Zoe. Okay, just have a time of healing, because there's a lot of activity going on around you and it's causing a lot of distractions. So just feel your crystals, go on a little bit of healing journey. Okay, be gentle with yourself as always. Now then, this person, I've been told there's a specific person in the world of spirit that won't show themselves. I can feel their energy and I'm getting the message from them. When the time is right, this is absolutely amazing. Zoe, I can tell you, they want to see you as much as you want to see them, Zoe. Okay? When the time is right, you'll see each other. And they've just said, thank you for being who you are. Okay, because you're a joy to be around with other people. People feel your joy and your love just when you're present with people, Zoe. Okay, so please don't lose that aspect of yourself. Okay, and just get yourself ready. You're in for a beautiful journey. Okay, thank you.
Oh, what a
absolutely beautiful energy.
Beautiful message, Colin. And I just say, look for the pennies. Look for the pennies, Zoe. Change on the floor. I feel literally like she's one that collects them and changes it and saves it in like a little jar or something. So
amazing.
Yeah, it almost feels like magical fairy dust, when you collect them and it's like all the magic just flies away, like it just goes. You're very magical. Okay, Mr. Colin, where are
Catherine,
you going?
We've got Catherine Newkirk. What do I need to do? Is question. What do I need to do to develop or open my psyche more? Interesting question. So you can do this right now. Let's do it right now, shall we, Catherine? Well, everybody can do this if you want. Everybody can try this. Might be a bit unusual, but we'll try it. So for everybody, if you just imagine where your mind is at this moment, imagine it in the position or location within your body, okay? And just imagine that your awareness, the thing what you're thinking, where your thoughts are at this moment, is like a round circle of energy, of light, okay? And at the center point is your pure awareness. Now imagine that circle expanding outwards, expanding, filling your body up, going outside your body into your auric field. It's just expanding and expanding. That's the easiest and quickest way to develop your psyche, okay? Because you've got your first step going. After that, we just extend that vision. Okay, we just continue to do it until we begin to sense and feel the subtle energies, the subtle vibrations of the fourth dimensions, etc., and all the different planes of realities out there. Okay, so just try that for now, test it, and you can then build upon that. This is for everybody. You can then build upon that center point. It's like a center point of your own awareness. Just allow it to expand, push out through your physical atoms and particles, and feel the energies. And then you can draw it back in when you want. And yeah, it'd be like contract and push out. So try that, Catherine. I hope that helps.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Colin. Stretching your aura, y'all. Bringing it back in.
Yeah, flex the muscles. It's like flexing it and then you go out and bring it back in. And listen to the stillness. Listen to the stillness of and the harmony of your own soul. That's the one. Right, okay, so we'll keep going.
Go ahead, you got this.
I'm sorry for laughing. I've never done this. So.
You're doing a great job. I'm loving it.
Oh, hello. Would you love a message? Oh, who's this? Meme. Is it Meme? Have I got the right? I'm sorry, I don't want to. It looks like Meme Neil. Would love a message from one of my loved one, any of my loved one. Okay, well, Meme. So I hope, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Okay. Now, the first thing what's just stepped forward is a small dog, strange enough. Even though he said from my loved one, I've just seen a small dog step forward. Okay. I've got an uncle what comes from spirit around you. Okay. On your mum's side, he's telling me. Now then, but I've also got a grandmother on your mum's side. Okay. If it's not your grandmother, it's a great grandmother, because this is a lady what wants to come around you and just give you a cuddle and a hug. Me. Okay. Don't be too down, she's telling me. Don't be too down. All right. There's something about art. You or somebody around you absolutely loves paints and arts and colours. And I'll use the word, I don't often use it, but a really inspired creative mind and awareness. Okay. And it's like, I want to just blast all the colours. I would be tempted with a mind of your nature just to find a blank wall in the living room, get a tin of paint and just throw it all over the wall, to be honest. That's how I want it, because it's all to do with expression. Okay. And time. Somebody showed me a watch meme. Just you've got time. Take your time. Just breathe. Take your time. Okay. But there's a schedule. If for some reason you have to stick to a schedule around you, and it's irritating. It would me, to be honest, because I'm sensing it's almost like somebody else has got control over your not life, but over your timetable and your time. So what they're saying is pull some of your time back. Cut some of these links. Okay. Especially where there's some emotional links, just cut them off, okay? Because I believe it's one of your grandmothers, she's saying there's too much attachment going on, okay? Have a look at attachment, what things you attach to me, and just go, well, actually, I can let go of that, I can cut that off, okay? And you'll feel lighter and uplifted, if that makes sense, okay? So, there's a gentleman, just before I pull back, there's a gentleman, and he's put glasses on, and he's kind of looking. I wish I could see you on screen, because he's just looking over his glasses at you, okay? And he's saying, just tell her I've got it. Just tell her. She knows I'm walking with her because he's holding your left hand, okay? Right. So take all his love. Take all their love, mate.
I saw her say all true. So there was all true. Literally, I just can see like the collages of different crayons coloring. It's almost like if you had a collage and you're just picking all the different colors. I want to give you a peacock with all the different feathers and, different, like we'll give you purple, we'll give you white, we'll give you green. And so there's healing in that. There's a connection to spirit in that. And then there's purity. So you are flowing in a beautiful way with spirit and self. And so as those colors come to my awareness, just know that that is the way that your spirit is embodies spirit and love for self and what's around you. So the rainbow vibe. That's right, Courtney. That's right, girl. So what a beautiful way to bring that forward, Colin. Great. This is fun. And everyone's saying, Colin, you're doing amazing, spot on. Like you are flowing. You are rocking it.
Oh, well, with respect, I don't like the long, slow messages. I can't work in that way, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mum, please. I've got Jane Linda Brown. Mum, she keeps jumping out. Okay. Hi, Jane. Let's just have a look, see, because I want to find out. She's gone. Hang on, let me just find her again. Jane Brown, was it? Jane Linda Brown? Sorry, everything's stuck. There she is. Thank you, Jane Linda Brown. Okay. It's okay. I'm just trying to feel into the energies what's around at the minute, Jane. Okay. Right. The first thing I can say to you, Jane, is there was words written down as if I wrote something on a note to somebody, okay? And that connects between this world and the spirit world, okay? And there's a very sincere, deep, profound love what connects those words to somebody in the spirit, okay? And as I'm talking, I have got a lady now stepping through, okay, and all I'm seeing is lots of floral images. So I don't know whether she wore floral dresses, etc., or hats or anything, but there's lots and lots of flowers, okay? She's telling me, okay, you've got a deep memory of lots of flowers surrounding this lady, Jane. I hope that makes sense. Right. She's talking about a ring. There is a ring I'm being shown what belongs to somebody, and it's still here. Wouldn't even be surprised if you actually are wearing her ring or somebody else's ring, what connects to it, okay? Because I'm seeing a wedding ring, so as if somebody's just taken it off and kept it on this side of life, okay? There's also a picture I'm being drawn to in the living room. There you go, in the living room. And this picture of this lady, there may be two, because very quickly they showed me one in a frame, which is standing up on what looks like a dresser or a table or side somewhere, and the other one is on the wall I'm seeing, okay? So there's these two pictures connect. There's a very strong bond with them pictures yourself, and not just yourself, Jane. There's somebody else around you, okay? I don't know whether you've got a sister or a brother. I think it's a sister at the time. And there's a very strong connection and a bond between you all, okay? And this lady wants, and this is the problem when we go too fast sometimes, this lady really wants to say a deep, very deep, heartfelt thank you for everything you did, Jane, okay? And the family, okay? Because now I'm seeing a send-off. And to be honest, send-offs, when I say send-off, I'm watching a coffin, I'm watching the proceedings, etc. And they're not supposed to be a beautiful thing, according to some of our minds, but they are. Okay, they are, because we're celebrating somebody going home into the light. Okay, and she said she wants to say thank you so very much, because this send off went very smooth. It could have been filled with hiccups, and it wasn't. Okay, I'm being told it's either Mary. It looks like me. I'm going to stick with Mary because it came. I want the month of January around the 18th, etc. Okay, your sister's in heaven. That's okay then, Jane. So this is where the bond is between you all. Okay, my heart is just, she just put her hand on my heart, and she just, if I could lift it up and show it physically, it's like she's just put it over to you into your hands. Okay, so she's gonna break my heart in a minute. She's giving you your heart, Jane, okay? That's internal. It's eternal. This link and connection is eternal, okay? And I want to straighten your face. So it's like I just want to put my hand on your face, or they do, and just wipe them tears, okay? And she just gently pull it back, or they're both, all of them pulling back. Now, I can't describe the love. Our attempts to describe the love, what comes from spirit, are ridiculous, bordering on shameful sometimes, Jane. We just can't express it, okay? But that, if there is an expression of love, they're bringing it to you, okay? And just final thing, thank you. Final thing is they come around you on an evening, okay? They come around you on an evening, just as you're going to sleep, okay? Because they're telling me sometimes you can't get to sleep, but at the minute they're coming around you just to try and soothe any energies and help you sleep better. Okay. Thank you so much, Jane.
So much love there. I could see everything that you were touching into for her, Colin. That sister, there was a wedding picture and acknowledging the gentleman next to her, and her hair was important. So you needed to know her hair was very long and thick, and I have this curl to it, and I could feel into, the vision of how she was showing herself. And so that was just beautiful on how you brought forward the essence of their love.
Keep going, Jane. Keep going, Jane.
So much love to you. Everyone send Jane some hearts. Yes, yeah. Long hair. Yeah, I saw that when he was talking, and I could see the picture frame, and I could see the wedding picture, and I could see quite a bit of everything that you were saying. I was trying to stay respectful to the link and letting you flow, but the essence of your family they are protecting you with a little blanket of protection and comfort. So, I mean, we can really unfold this and so much more, but we're going to leave you with their love, Jane. And I just thank you for letting us hold space for you. Everyone, thank you for holding space. Thank you for sending her hearts. Thank you for sending her love. I mean, Colin really did bring in the power of both of them forward, all of them forward for her today. And so I hope you all felt into that. Yeah. Good job. Yeah.
You know, we're beautiful beings. It's not about being a family. We're bonded and interconnected celestial souls, and we can enjoy it. We can enjoy being with each other and feel that joy with each other. We don't need all these other aspects, what get in the way of us, dramas, distractions, and all that. We don't need to think about it. We just need to be the light of who we are collectively as a oneness, and because that's who we are. Because we've all gone, every one of us experiences what we call pain. It's the common denominator between us all. So we just love each other. Our soul is in love with every other soul, because every other soul is a reflection of our own soul. So how can we not love everybody else?
Right.
Don't know where that came from,
but that's beautiful because you're in the flow. We've got to get reminded of that love, right? The love for spirit and self and others. We really are.
Yeah, everybody is a channel. Everybody. You're right, Debbie. You're so right. You do absolutely beautiful. This is why I love connecting with you, to be honest, because you know this capacity for us to share, and it's not sharing. It's not. We're using terminology where in the future we're going to a place where titles, terminologies, names will no longer exist. It will just be the unity of oneness. So it's just amazing.
The mission of humanity. It's a big. Well, let's go, Colin. You got your eye on any and the next?
I have. Yes, I've got. We can keep going. I've just lost her. Where's she gone? I've got to look for her. Sorry, I've lost. No, I'll have to move on. Oh no, she's there. Harris.
Look at the
Valerie Harris. Hello, Valerie. Oh, okay. So straight away, Valerie, if I can quickly come to you, I have a condition placed on my leg, specifically my right leg. Okay, so I'll know either yourself, somebody around you had this condition. Okay, but it's a nervousness spirit talking about. There's been a nervousness around you. Okay, and we want it to settle. We're trying to settle this little bit of nervousness, if you understand this. Okay, I've got a gentleman in spirit, and I've got one standing behind him as well. And the one behind him is the one I'm seeing in an army uniform, a military uniform. And I know there's a photograph of this gentleman going back. Now that props. So there's something to do with actors or stage or theatre connected somewhere with you, Valerie, because I want props. Okay, like stage props. Funny enough, and I'm seeing Hollywood. I don't know why I've just seen that, but I'm going to say it. Okay. So your mum was the one with connected with her legs and the condition on there. Right. Okay. Let's go. Let's see if we can bring her in a bit further. Now that she's showing me, she was absolutely. I'm sorry because I really like her face. She's got this really beautiful roundish type face, and in the summer months, and she was wet. I don't want to say well weathered, but the sun had got on and the weather was on her, and she glowed. If this makes sense, she's showing me in that light where we all, in certain weather conditions, there's a freshness and there's a glow to us. And that's what she's bringing through. This is what she wants. She wants you to glow, Valerie, okay? That's why she's bringing. You've got some amazing memories, she's telling me, okay? Because there was beautiful, beautiful memories going back in time. She showed me the little red bike, you know, the usual little red bike, what a little girl or little boy has, and, you know, they try it, and then somebody holds them up and puts them on the bike and holds them till they can get going, okay? With the little stabilizers. And she's using that symbolically. This is where you're at the minute. Spiritually, there's some stabilizers on, but they're about to come off because you'll be able to kind of walk and ride on your own. Now then, there's somebody else in spirit. I'm trying to get a grip of my throat, so I'm sorry. Somebody else wants to come in, and it's a gentleman. And there was a condition here, without question. He had a condition here, and there was difficulty with the words. And they're talking about your words. You're not expressing yourself, or you find it difficult to express yourself sometimes. And they would just tell her to take a deep breath and just relax, and then just go. I'm going to say it. I need to say this, and this is what I'm saying. Okay, because there's words what I don't want to say need to be spoken, but there's words what you're holding in, it's bottled up and you've pushed it down. It's got to come out, Barry. Okay, but it will come out in a skillful way. You won't hurt or offend anybody. Okay, but also with your spiritual gifts and your spiritual awareness, they want to encourage you and push you to do that. Okay, because bless her, she just said she's beautiful, Colin. She's beautiful, right? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting in grip with this energy. She will encourage you and others with your spiritual journey, spiritual gifts, Barry, because I absolutely love this. I'm so sorry. I really, do you know, this is why sometimes I like to see people. Right, you've got a beautiful energy, Valerie. Okay, you've just got a beautiful energy, and you're not going to be able to. There's no way you're going to be able to avoid sharing it and helping people, because you have this profound sense to be of benefit for other people. You just like it. There's a joy in what you do. You have a joy in helping others. Okay, and she just loves it. She's smiling her face off. She's smiling like nobody's business at this much. Now she's smiling. Now she's telling me, now I can almost see your face, Valerie, smiling. Okay, keep that smile. She's saying, keep that smile, because that connects the memories. All right, hold on to that chain, whether it's there's a chain with a round pendant on it or something. She's saying, just hold it and think of me now and again. I'm there. I'll pop up. She says, okay. So. Absolutely beautiful, Valerie. Unfold those gifts. Just unfold them and walk in your own space. Be a sovereign being. And I'm finishing. I've got to finish. They've just gone. You need to finish with them words, Colin, because we want to make sure she grabs some words. Walk as a sovereign being, Valerie. And thank you so much for coming on this evening.
Yes, thank you so much. I could tell like she was a fighter, because they were showing me her as a young kid, from either whether it was a sibling or a family member, like, move out of my way, you know, like move. And so, girl, as you move through this journey, keep going, don't stop, fight your way through it, keep going. That's what I was getting. And so much love today shared. Colin, what a beautiful job. I see Mr. Paul Bannister out there. Hey, Mr. Bannister, so nice to have you supporting. So many beautiful souls just popping in. Jennifer Rose, thank you for holding space. Thank you. And I did see you, Anne. You were on the right network, and we were spirit-led, which means is we kind of go where spirit is nudging us, and we kind of follow the comments, and we kind of look at the names that spirit directs us to. So I did see you there. I wanted to give you a shout out. Yes, you were on the right page. So this is where you all can find us. Wednesday, we will do this again. Mandy, Louise, we're going to be coming together on some remote viewing. Colin, what a beautiful job breaking down the channel, how we can connect as a psychic, feeling into our own psyche, feeling into the energies of letting go and being that clear channel. How would you like to close us with a little message for the community today?
Thank you so much. Absolutely. First thing is thank you to those wonderful celestial beings, what's been around us, all of us, not just Colin and Debbie, with all of everybody who's been present tonight, and of course including Kelly, and to you guys what's joined us. It's a cliche to say let your light shine, and I don't feel drawn to say it. What I do feel drawn to say, and inspired from spirit, is enter that stillness and embrace and caress your own soul. Forget the conditions of this world, because they're only temporary anyway. And just embrace that light, that inner light of your own awareness and your own soul. And walk in every moment you possibly can with joy, feeling that ultimate joy, because in the essence of joy is the one thing, what we are, and we don't need to be it or send it or look for it. We are pure love. So when you're abiding in your mind in joy, your love will just emanate and permeate, not just around you, not just in your local area or your town. Our love permeates throughout the whole of the cosmos. It's like a beautiful cosmic note and chord. So thank you so very much, and hopefully, and if I may, hopefully join us on whatever journey we're going on. We're in Spain in June, so feel free to check us out and join us. We're going to have an amazing, beautiful time out there. I hope.
We
Anyway,
will.
looks like it.
So you have the link up to your retreat in June. You have your link to your group. For those who would love to follow Colin, please subscribe to his group. Kelly Brickle, who is behind the scenes, the moderator, the founder of Sacred Spiral Network. We thank you, Kelly, for putting this all together.
Yes.
Let's give her some love, some fire. Yes. Follow Kelly Brickle and her new network, Sacred Spiral. You don't want to miss out on her new shows that she'll be setting up in honor of community and spirit. Shout out to Derek Akora's page, Things Network, and those that are following me on all things Transcend with Debbie. It is an honor to have you here, Colin, Kelly, and beautiful. All of you for holding space for spirit. Until next Wednesday. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Lots of love to everybody. Lots of love. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you soon.